What's up, guys? This is the Gundam Universe Gundam Barbatos Lupus Rex, and I just got this in, and I'm actually kind of excited to make this video. So, yeah, let's get into it. All right, so first thing I really want to talk about is the box. The box art is phenomenal, and honestly, I think it's actually one of the best yet for something that's like Gundam Universe style. And this box was pretty hefty. I mean, it's bigger than most of the other Gundam Universes, and I can probably compare it to one I have right here. So compared to this one right here, I just found, you can see the Shenlong is half the box, and even if you can compare the two, this one looks pretty massive, and I think it's definitely because of the tail and as well as the mace. But like the artwork, as mentioned, this is really detailed. This is like the artwork that you would want to get for like a tattoo. Looks really cool, and of course on the sides the same thing. And they definitely did a really good job in kind of showing the background and what the Lupus Rex is. And of course, as you can see here, this is from the last battle from the Iron Blood Orphans. So they definitely did a really good job, and they kind of show like the articulation for this one. Right here, as you can see, the arms and as well as the legs. And honestly, I think this looks pretty good if you just panel line it, because like it looks great. And of course, you can see from the box here, just by looking at it, there is no panel lining, so it does look kind of empty. But anyways, let's stop talking about it and let's get into it. Let's go just out of the box. Now, already looking at this, honestly, I like this a lot. And for something like kind of like a Gundam Universe, this actually does it justice very well. And if I didn't have the budget for like, Robot Damashi or anything like that, the Metal Robot, this is not bad at all. Like, for the quality that you get, this looks really anime accurate, and as well as in terms of just in general, like it has the long arms just like in the show. And then yeah, it's pretty cool. So we're gonna get in some of the articulation here, just by looking from here. You can twist it all the way around, and I think you can twist your legs. Nope, probably just as far as I can, like that. And as mentioned, the proportions on this is better than expected. Like, I really like the proportions on it. And again, I think once you panel line it, you can probably get a really good feel on how this is after panel lining it. But you can see here, the claws actually articulate very well. The head moves around all the way, which is nice. So you get that nice little feel there. And of course, like the massive mace right here is really, really cool. So they definitely did that justice. And it looks like it comes with a pair of hands, and I think these are the ones that are supposed to go with the mace. Now, the good thing about the Gundam Universe is the hands come off pretty quickly, so you don't have to worry too much about difficulty in terms of putting them on. I know with the Metal builds and as well as the Robot Damashis, the hands are a little tighter, so they're kind of a little difficult on that. I will admit that for sure. Give me some thought, and I forgot that I also have the Metal Robot Damashi Lupus Rex, and I have it compared here. Huge difference. So obviously the obvious ones is the size. This one's actually bigger, which I'm actually really surprised. Obviously this one has way better articulation, as well as the details of the coloring. So this actually has the little wire whip as well, as this one does not. So that's kind of the issues. And of course, with the grip, it does come with more hands, so you can actually put the mace on there if you want to. And it has a little more details. Of course, it has this extra one that holds onto the mace. So I would say that's kind of like the biggest things right there. It's just obviously it looks way better. But then again, you're paying about, like, I'd say a good like $180 to $200 for this. Compared to this one, this universe is probably going for, I think, like $40. So it's a huge difference. So of course the quality is definitely there, but I will say that the detail on this one does it pretty justice if you're trying to be budget friendly, because yes, again, it is kind of like, not the greatest, but The details on this looks great, and the arms are definitely more accurate than the anime. This one definitely is just more like a metal build style, and I kind of wish, you know, they would come with a metal build for this, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I really think obviously this one is pretty sick, and you definitely get a lot more accessories. I just wish this one was a little bigger. I feel like that would have been really cool if it was a little larger than it is, but you know what, I'll take what it is. But let's do a comparison of both. So after comparing the two, obviously the Metal Robot Damashi is way better and detailed, and it looks way nicer, but that's because you're spending about like $200 on it. Of course it's going to be nicer, right? But for the Gundam universe, what I've seen is that it looks very detailed, and as mentioned before, it is very or anime accurate to the series, and it looks way more detailed, and it looks really nice as soon as you panel line it. But if you're not trying to kill your bank account, I guess it's better to go with the Gundam Universe one, because it does very well for what it is, and I think it'd be good if you just find like a wire laying around. You could probably put it on the back of the tail. It should be able to give that full effect of the Gundam Lupus Rex. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on this? I think this is pretty awesome for the Gundam universe for the Barbatos Lupus Rex. It's probably one of my favorite ones, and I think it's definitely one of the best. Again, I think this is good if you're not trying to break your bank accounts, or if you're not trying to get the Metal Robot Damashi, but this is good for what it is. Again, you just probably have to panel line it and all that, and I would say though that holding onto the mace is kind of an issue, so you kind of have to be careful of that, which is the pose I try to give out, as you can see there. So that's a little difficult for what it is, but overall I think it's pretty good. I definitely recommend getting one, again, if you're trying to go the cheap route. And yeah, anyways, if you found this video really useful, make sure you hit that subscribe, like button, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Hey, I was watching that.